Due to the dismissal of the accusations, Amber Heard escapes jail time for alleged dog smuggling in Australia. Australia's Canberra. According to the government, Australian prosecutors withdrew a prospective criminal case against American actor Amber Heard over claims that she misled a judge about how her Yorkshire Terrier's Pistol and Boo entered Australia 8 years ago. When Heard brought her pets to Australia's Gold Coast, where Depp was filming the 5th installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean series, they became involved in a high-profile biosecurity scandal. Australia's Department of Agriculture, Fisheries and Forestry, a biosecurity watchdog, said the Commonwealth Director of Public Prosecutions decided against prosecuting 37-year-old Heard for allegedly feigning ignorance about the nation's strict quarantine regulations. Prosecution action will not be taken against Heard over allegations related to her sentencing for the illegal import of 2 dogs, the department said in a statement. The department had looked into discrepancies between testimony given in a London court in 2020 when Depp, now 60, was suing the Sun newspaper for libel over allegations of domestic violence against his former wife and what her lawyer told an Australian court in 2016 when she admitted smuggling the dogs, when the couple transported their canines into Australia aboard a chartered flight a year prior. Heard pleaded guilty in 2016 at the Southport Magistrates Court in Australia to presenting a fraudulent immigration passport. A potential 10-year prison term was waived in exchange for less serious allegations that Heard brought the canines into the country illegally. The false documentation charge carried a maximum penalty of a year in jail and a fine of more than $10,000 Australian dollars. Magistrate Bernadette Callaghan sentenced Heard instead to a 1-month good behaviour bond, under which she would only have to pay a fine of $1,000 if she committed any offence in Australia over the next month. Heard's attorney, Jeremy Kirk, testified in court that his client never intended to falsify information on her entering passenger card by omitting to state she was travelling with animals. She was actually only jet-weary, according to Kirk, and thought her staff had taken care of the paperwork. However, Kevin Murphy, a former Depp employee, said in London's High Court in 2020 that Heard had received numerous warnings that she was not allowed to bring canines to Australia. She persisted nonetheless, subsequently pressuring a staff member to accept responsibility for violating quarantine rules.